This is the second part of my video that I was talking about a direct message to Adam Aaron. And it was Liz Clagman, the hot redhead I was talking about. That's on Fox Business News. I like her not because she's beautiful, but I like her because she's not going to just sit there and let you just babble about the BS. She will call you out. And that's what we need to have happen all the time. There's too many news stations that's shitting on us, for lack of better words, because that's what they're doing. It doesn't matter how good we do; they always have something negative to say. So, to me, I don't think that's fair news. I don't think that's bipartisan. Well, I don't even know why I did the quotes. I don't think that's bipartisan. It's not fair. It's not equal to both of our opinions or perspectives, so to speak. We need to do better. All of us. I mean, like apes, we're doing the best that we can, but we need to do better. And when I say that, I'm not shitting on anyone because I know you guys are all doing the best y'all can. And I don't do those videos with the um, putting graphs up there because I don't understand that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm learning. So I don't do videos like that. But what I will do videos on the things that I can see in reality. When I see uh uh what's his name, Jerome Powell. It was like a constant bombardment. Every time we were doing good, it was like that next week that we were doing good, or in that same week we were doing good, it was a Fed meeting. And it repeated on its cycle. It is weird. But I'm a person that I see patterns. When I see patterns over and over again, I catch on to them. And I've seen this pattern over and over again. Every time we're doing good, there's a Fed meeting. And then when there's not a Fed meeting, or we're doing good, Adam Aaron, and I hate to say it because I love what you're doing for the company, but I don't love what you're doing for the shareholders. And when I mean shareholders, I mean the ape shareholders. I don't love what you're doing with that. You're not representing what we want for the company. We fought for the company to save you. We fought for the company to bring you out of bankruptcy. And in return, what do we get? We got the ape shares. I love the ape shares. I stocked up a lot of them. But then when I did that, believing in this company, believing in you, Adam Aaron, what do? You cut our shares by 90%. I don't have no control over it as an individual. And as the ape nations coming together, we're so divided, we don't have the majority of the vote. Even if we did have the majority, if Antara didn't have the majority, we still wouldn't be able to win because we're so divided. And I guess that's what the hedge funds, the banks wanted. Adam Aaron, I don't know if that's what you wanted, but it doesn't seem like you didn't want that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know. I know this. I do know this. I want the companies to succeed. But if you fuck me or screw me, Adam Aaron, I am going to invest in every stock that you don't have your hands on, that you associate with, but don't have your hands on, because I won't be able to trust you anymore. And I'm not going to invest in somebody I can't trust. That's like somebody stealing $50 from you, and you say, "Hey, can you go to the store and grab me some groceries?" And you give them like $200. That's dumb. They just stole $50 from you. Learn from your lessons. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what the apes are doing. So, this is the second part to my message to Adam Aaron. If you're listening, if you hear this video, we're not, well, I can't speak for everybody, but I and the apes that have followed you this far, we're not speaking up, talking against you because we hate the company. We're talking up because we're tired of being screwed. We're tired of you not doing what you need to do to protect this damn company. You are the CEO now. I don't have that upon my head. Heavy as a crown upon your head. It's on you now, Adam Aaron. You have been doing great things. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give you props. But have you done everything to protect your company? Fuck no. I'm not gonna even stand here and pretend that you did because you did not. Um, can you do it in the future? Yeah. I mean, if you care, of course you can. You still have time. But you screw the apes. If you, okay, let's rewind. If you believe that the companies that abandoned you before and sold all their shares off when you were in a dire time before the apes came along and lifted you up, if you think they won't do that to you again, you have another thing coming. They already did it before. So, you screw me once, shame on me. I mean, shame on you. You screw me twice, it's then a shame on me. You know, because they did it once. So, AA, Adam Aaron, if you allow your company to go under after we did all of this to lift you up, you're on your own, man. You're on your own. And I said before, I can't speak for all apes, but I think I can on this. If you do this thing to release the short sellers from all of their shares, billions of shares that they've collected, and short sold your very own company, if I find out that you let them out because you were just friends with them, or any of us apes find out that you let them out because you were friends with them, you're selling your own soul. You know, you're stabbing yourself in your own eye. You know, you're doing self harm to your own self because I know you didn't need us before, but you needed us to get through this spell that you got through. And if you turn your back on us, it's, well, it will suck. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It will be very detrimental to everything that I thought me, you, and all the apes believed in. But we will carry on and we will get our justice no matter what. If we gotta take people to court, if we gotta see Gary Gensler in court, CFTC, SEC, New York Stock Exchange, Doug Seafood, BlackRock, anybody that's betting against the apes, and you guys lost, but you rigged the game, we're gonna find out. We're not dumb money. Like I said in my last video or a couple videos before this, that was last year thing. This is 2023. Three. So you can see three fingers. We're no longer sitting on the side waiting for somebody to give us a ride. We're no longer sitting on the side thinking that maybe we don't know what we think we know, because we know it. We are a collective unit now. We're not just one person, we're not just two people or three people or 100 or even 1,000 or even 10,000 for that matter. We are millions and counting, counting, still counting. So if I was hedge funds, if I was market makers, if I was short sellers, I would heed this message because I've done things that I wasn't proud of as well in my life. But the difference between you and me is when it came to the light, I felt fulfilled. And I felt like I did everything that I needed to do because I don't like things following me like balloons or dark clouds over my head. I don't like that. I don't like having to look over my back. I don't like having to worry about when I step outside. I like to do everybody according to the way that they want to be treated. So when I go outside and I go walk and I do whatever I do, I don't fear that. And you know why? Because I don't stab people in the back. I don't take advantage of people. I don't steal from the poor. I don't take from the people that need it the most. I don't cover my back and let the other people get shrouded with shrapnel. That's not what apes are about. You know, the thing that made me get into this whole movement is not that I wanted money. Because, yeah, I did. I've always wanted to be comfortable, not rich. But the thing that made me get into this movement is when I heard that apes meant all people equal. That resonated with me. And it made me get in a fight. And it made me stay here. Even though the bets are stacked against us, you know, we are still here. Remember that movie, The 300? And historically, I don't know how true that was, but like the movie, the reason why they won and they were a smaller unit is because they thought and they stuck together and they formulated plans for all these scenarios when they're overwhelmed, when somebody's coming from that side or that side. They developed plans to deal with all of that. And that's why they were successful. We need to do the same thing so we can be successful. And damn, this is 13 minutes. Now this might be the longest video I've done, but it's necessary. It's not just a pep talk. It's a poem of inspiration for our apes, for the pension funds, for the everyday people that's just striving to make it, to keep their head above water. This is a message to all of you guys, to all of you CEOs that's in this whole fight, that's wondering when will the SEC, the CFTC, and the powers that be, when are they actually going to do their goddamn jobs? For all of you guys that's thinking about that, for all of you guys, oh, the goddamn light behind me. For all of you guys, let me step forward. Okay, hold on, let me do this. For all of you guys that's thinking like that, let this be a beacon of hope. Let this be a glimmer of light in the dark. We're not going to be in this forever. We're not going to be. But I want us to collectively come together and watch all of their foul movements and document it. So that on the day when we ultimately bring up probably millions, maybe not billions of lawsuits, because our market failed us by looking out for the retailers that's funding, fueling, if you will, the market. Just imagine for one moment, and I'm going to cut this down. This will be like the last 2 minutes of my thoughts, but for one moment, think. What if the market just got so fed up from being abused, from being taken advantage of, from being stolen from? One day, I'm talking about just one day is all it would take to get progress. One day we just say, fuck this. I'm taking everything out of my account. And in fact, I'm not going to invest in the market until some substantial changes are made. I'm not going to do it. Imagine the sheer panic that the market would go through. All the corrupt hedge funds, all the corrupt banks, all of these people in Congress that don't do what they should be doing. Because they're supposed to work for the people, not for the donors. Imagine if one day we decided to do that. One day. We wouldn't even have to do it for a week, but one day, if we did that, imagine the changes that would happen. And it's like, I know this is a hypothetical because it's like saying, what if one day all of us ban gas for just one day? That's not going to happen. Too many people are dependent on the money that they get because of the way that they set us up. It's almost nearly, I would never say impossible, but nearly impossible for all of us to get up and say, nope, I'm not paying for gas today. They need to lower that. They need to stop infecting our world with pollution. I want a better world. I deserve better. My kids deserve better. My grandfather deserved better. My auntie, my uncle, well, I think I exhausted everything. Okay, kids, niece, nephews, they all deserve a better future. What if one day we got up and just said, enough? What would happen? And that makes me wonder because I know a lot of us feel powerless, feel like there's nothing we can do. And maybe there's nothing we can do it individually, but together, they better watch out. All right? So, this is 18 minutes. God dang it. I feel like I should round it up to 20 minutes, but no, I'm not. I said 2 minutes. This is X Files. This is X Files Ape Radio by X Files. It's been a long day. And please hit the like, subscribe button if you like this video. If you think what I said made some sense. If you disagree, please put it in the comments. I invite those. Because unlike the Congress that we have, I am always going to be bipartisan. I always want both sides of the story. Because that's what's going to fill in all the puzzle pieces. And again, I'm X Files, Ape Radio, and I'm out. Peace. Thank you.